Today we're going to talk about cylinders, and the cylinder formula is a really long one and it can be a little bit difficult to memorize. So I'm going to kind of walk you through why the formula is what it is so that hopefully if you're ever in a bind and you can't remember it, if you don't have it memorized, you can figure it out logically. So let's look at this cylinder right here. Okay, it's our Coke can, our coffee cup, our soup can, whatever. If we were to cut it down the center and unwrap it, unroll it. This is what it would look like, correct? You have, and then if I were to unfold the top and the bottom. Okay, I think you've probably done this in elementary school where you've made a net. This is called a net, where you take a 3D figure and flatten it out. So let's talk about, if we were to find the area of all these surfaces, what that formula would be. So I have this circle right here, right? We know area of a circle is pi r squared. Area of a circle is pi r squared. So I have these two circles. Okay, so I have 2 pi r squared. But then I have this weird rectangular section. Okay, and I know, okay, well the height is the height of the cylinder. So that's easy, right? This is going to have an area that's base times height. So what is this length, right? What would that be? This is the height of the cylinder, but what would this be? It is the circumference of this circle, right? Because whatever my, however large that circle is at the top, this has to wrap around it, correct? So how do we find circumference of a circle? Pi times diameter. Pi times diameter. So if I'm trying to find the area of this whole thing in here, right, it has a base of pi times diameter and then a height of h, right? So, pi d h. So the formula for surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi r squared plus pi times diameter times height, because pi times diameter is the circumference, so the width of my rectangle, and then height is how tall that rectangular section would be. So let's plug some into our calculator and let's see how it goes. So, and actually before I do this, I'm going to pull up your homework here on my computer, because I'm trying to remember. I want to make sure that I round to the same thing that we round to on your homework. Oops. So we'll just double check this really quick. Surface area of cylinders, homework. Let's round to the nearest whole number. It doesn't say on your homework. We'll just round to the nearest whole number. So on this first one, okay, right here, we need to type in 2 times pi times, what's the radius? 7 squared, right? If this line is going all the way across, that's telling you that that's the diameter. So we need 2 pi r squared plus pi times diameter, which is 14, times the height, which is 30. Okay, so it's this big long thing. If you have a calculator like mine, okay, which is the one that you should have got at the beginning of the year, you can type it all in at one time. So let me show you. I'm going to type in 2 pi 7 squared. Okay, the squared on this calculator is right here next to the 7, and it should give you that little 2. So 2 pi r squared plus pi times 14 times 30. And I got 1,627.34. Okay, so is this 3 big enough to raise the score? Is it 5 or more? It is not. So it's going to be 1,627 centimeters squared. Okay. On this next one, we're doing the same process. We're going to type in 2 times pi times, we're given the radius squared plus pi times, if 7.2 is the radius, 14.4 is the diameter, times the height. Okay, if you're like, wait, where'd you get that? I just did 7.2 times 2. So now I can type into my calculator 2 pi 7.2 squared plus pi times 14.4 times the height is 32. And I get 1773.3. Is this 3, 5 or more? No. So it's going to stay 1,773 centimeters squared.